Hello and welcome. Right about now, the notifications aren't going out just as quick, but hopefully they fix it soon and then we can start to move forward. So far, we're 20 seconds in, nothing's really happening. And now we're going one, two, three. This is crazy. But anyway, glad you guys are here. Um, we can move forward now with what we were talking about earlier. We were trying to get it done earlier, but we couldn't for some weird reason. It wouldn't let us finish or accomplish anything we were trying to do. I don't know what this dude's talking about. Okay. I don't know. We might have some spam guy. You need to calm down before he's out of here. Now, let's get to it. We're waiting for people to show up. A lot of people want to know about LeBron so much, but they never really talk about his name, do they? Tony's son. Why LeBron's name wasn't Anthony? Well, truth of the matter was this. Probably we'll do that. But truth of the matter is this: LeBron James was definitely put in a situation where it was designed for him to face adversity and be great and come out and do things successfully. He had a lot of physical attributes, and as a young man, he had to mature very fast growing up the way he did. I mean, he could have very easily been a product of the streets. His mom, at a very young age, um, 16 years old, gotten pregnant with LeBron when she was 16. Her his father, Anthony, Big Tony, um, he wanted no parts of being a father, so she was basically on her own. And while she was pregnant, she was looking for a job. It's trying to work in retails and trying to see what she can get. While she's only 16 years old. And at this point, they were coming up with programs at this time to try to help, kids get jobs. And you know how you go to a job program, Job Corps, and when people are promoting things of this nature. So my auntie, who had just recently given birth, recently given birth to my cousin in January of 1984, she named him LeBron Davis. named after my uncle, Brian Davis. He was named Lee Brian Davis. Lebrian. Lee Brian Davis. After mixed with his father's name and Lee Brian. So, born January 1984. Lee Bryan is about 6 months of age. It's the summertime, and she's back going to work. At her job. My auntie, God rest her soul, and they're doing some type of job fair or whatever. Some in Ohio, any which way it went. Or I don't know the exact details because I was mad young myself, but she ended up having a conversation with these pregnant women. One was Gloria, and she actually found out that she actually had a baby also. And her child, she's like, I just had a baby in January. I named him LeBron. LeBron. She loved the name LeBron. She's like, oh, no, that's so nice. His name's LeBron. Yeah, she's like, I didn't use the LA because everybody who was law, they was using LA and nobody was using LE. So she used Lee Bryant. Like the car Sabra, she used Lee Bryant. Lebrian. So next thing you know, in December of 1984, months later, we have LeBron James. To this record, they're probably the only two with that name. My cousin was first. So that is food for thought for you. We know LeBron's whole story. We know his whole life story. But I'm just letting you know. Y'all think it's a joke. You think it's a game. Go to my Facebook. Go look up LeBron Davis. Have a conversation with him. I've told him this before, but he probably don't know. He probably don't remember it. I've told it 1,000 times. But that's where his name come from. LeBron got his name from my cousin, LeBron. He was born in 1984 in January. LeBron was born in December of 84. Yeah, go to Facebook right now. He's one of the only LeBrons in the world. So it's not very hard to find. You type in LeBron, you're going to get him. I told you, LeBron's mother was trying to get a job. She was looking for jobs. His mother worked for the government. They was doing job fairs. She had just went back to work. She had just had him. Like he was about 6, 7 months old when she went down there and met them during the job fairs. I don't think it's trolling, bro. So LeBron is named after my cousin LeBron. I don't even think he knows. This is probably the first time he found out right now. So when LeBron played his video back, nah, he's not related to me. Go on Facebook and ask my cousin. Like, when were you born? He's the only LeBron in the world. There was no LeBrons before him. He's born January of 84. LeBron came out. Oh, thank you, man. She's a wonderful lady. She was a wonderful lady. That's right. Everybody had a law back then. But see, they spelt theirs different. My auntie spelt it with a L-E, like the cardless Sabra. They named it Lebron after my uncle Brian Davis. He was Lee Bryant. It was Brian, then Lee Bryant, the son. No, they got the. She was pregnant at the time. Mr. Biscuit got. She was looking for a job. She was pregnant at the time, so that she was at the job fair, and my auntie must have told her somewhere that she had just had a baby and showed her pictures of the baby and everything else. You know how women talk, girls talk, and she saw the name. She loved the name LeBron. And next thing you know, months later, here comes LeBron, spelled the same weird way my cousin had his name with the L-E. Born the same year. Think it's a coincidence? So for you to decide. I just gave y'all some need to know information. LeBron probably didn't even know. Yes, she was 16 years old. She was looking for jobs at 16 years of age. What's so difficult about that? I have one auntie in Michigan. She loves LeBron, but everybody else don't really. They don't really vibe with Bron. Not even my cousin. And I kept telling him all the time, like, LeBron named after you. I don't think he believes it. I don't think my cousin believes it. I'm like, look, he's named after you. I'm like, he probably don't know it. I told my cousin this 1,000 times, and he'll probably forget all about it over and over. No, my family pretty much don't. They can care less about it. You all got Facebook. Type in LeBron and see how many people name come up. It's gonna be one. Okay. Go on there, ask him when he was born. Quite sure you'll find out January of '84. No lie. He's older than LeBron by a few months. He might say that too. He might say that too. I don't know why he don't like LeBron either. Especially if y'all talking about he better than Jordan. Y'all can forget about that. Y'all ain't gonna win that argument with him. Y'all think I'm rough. Lee Bryant is my cousin. And that's where LeBron got his name from. Ain't nobody have their name spelt like that. They always talk about LeBron. There's never another LeBron. I'm like, no, but there was a Lee Bryant where she got the idea to get LeBron from. My auntie created this sensation. Yeah, with LA, everybody got the LA. Everybody got the LA. We talking about with the LE. See, everybody was La crazy. It was Latobe, Lakeisha, Latasha. There's a whole bunch of LAs. Nobody was using LE. I got family in Ohio, in Defiance. A lot of them migrated from Saginaw. The company, one of the companies they worked for, moved over there. They had a lot of job openings and more chances for employment in Defiance, Ohio. A lot of people stay over there. Floyd family moved over there to Defiance. Ohio and Michigan is like this. Nah, but Bron's dad, I mean, his other dad, his stepdaddy, the one that raised him, he was a hell raiser in the streets. For real. Like, he was a hell raiser. His daddy was good. LeBron come from he's been around some goons in his lifetime. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie about that. Brian early on, when he was 7, 8, 9, and all that, he was around some goonies. You know, he's seen some things. I ain't gonna tell you that lie. Brian seen some things. Why is he so weak though? He was very young. and he wasn't about that life. He didn't stay with his mom for a while. They moved. Another family took care of him when he started taking sports and athletes. So around 10, 11, 12, around that time, he was living with another family that had a more stable, while his mom was working. So he had a more stable, household. Instead of moving from here to there, they can keep him in a good place where he can go. And he started playing ball at that Jewish center over in Akron. Really good place, good facilities for him. So it was what was best for him. He started staying with a family, and that was that. Told you, we know this dude's life story. It would be one heck of a movie. See, you guys got to look at it this way. I don't hate LeBron James. I don't. LeBron as a person, I do not like dislike or test or anything like that. As a person, he came up out of a lot. He came up out of a lot. It's him as a basketball player. That's where we have this disconnect. So I have to keep reiterating that to people because most people will say this guy just hates LeBron. And one day I will do the video that I planned on doing a long time ago and show people the 5 things I like about LeBron James. That thing will be done. He was a roadie football. Y'all just come up with anything, don't y'all? Oh my God. But yeah, I got to get out of here. So that was some good information for y'all. So remember, he got it from my cousin, Joel Santana. I don't know what's going on with you, bro. That's crazy.